And Penny, we're going to show the paper behind me.
Yes.
I don't know why I always clip that to my belt and then I have to take it off to turn it on or whatever. Or clip it wherever. Okay, look at the lemons. Woohoo. Hey Penny, is my thing lit?
It is lit.
All right, good. All right, good morning. Janice says good morning, Zesty friends, and I love that. I think that's so fun. Look at Penny. Look at her top. I love that. I love it, love it. That's so fun, Penny. She's really getting into the lemon themes because remember, it's lemon days of summer here at Memory Bound. We are crafting with zest. So welcome everyone. Welcome all of our lemon friends. Oh, Penny, would you mind running over to the copier? I printed Maggie's quotes. I just can't seem to get it right with having Maggie's quotes ready to go in the morning, and she sent them to me today because Maggie's not here today. And so I did print them, and we're going to have them here just in a second. And let's start out with the quote, shall we?
Ready for one?
We're ready for one.
When life hands you a lemon, say, "Oh yeah, I like lemons. What else you got?"
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
All right, there's quote number one from, who are these from? Maggie. I know that, I just couldn't think of it. I was reading something else fun that I want to share in a minute. Okay, Maggie, there's number one. And look I remembered, you didn't have to text them to Diane. I feel pretty good. I'm feeling good about this today, Penny. What's our next one?
Life handed me lemons. So I made lemonade, lemon cake, lemon drops, and I even used the rinds to make lemon art. So the joke is on you, life.
All right. So, hey, when you get lemons in life, hey, go run with it, right? Just like
absolutely.
Yesterday, Teresa was here and she showed us some lemon situations. Like she showed us how to change the greeting on this card and change that out, and she showed us how to stamp a little darker, and she had a card that she wrote something wrong on the inside and showed us how to just add another piece of paper, and I might even add a white piece on top of that and just make that the mat with lots of adhesive. And Penny, did you know today's the longest day of the year?
Oh,
this is the summer solstice.
We get to color longer then.
Yes, and that's exactly what, I got to go back now. I'm looking. There was a comment about the longest day of the year to craft.
Oh.
It's the longest crafting day of the year, and I love that, and I'm sorry, I'm going back and I don't see the, I can't see who it was, but Betty said she and Donna are going to be here on Thursday. Kay got more lemons from the online grocery store because she's craving them with all of this. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I just love it. You guys are the best. And speaking of groceries and lemons and baking, we had some guests yesterday, and Penny, we need to show this.
Oh my!
We had a group from the Cedar Rapids area, which is, I suppose, maybe an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes from here in eastern Iowa. And they all had their lemon shirts on. We put pictures of them. And they brought us this gift basket. And oh my gosh, it's got these lemon chocolate truffles. And I can tell you that they were amazing. Very tasty.
Vouch for those, huh?
And there's even like Kool-Aid in here. Gosh, when was the last time you had Kool-Aid, Penny?
I don't know.
It's been a while for me.
Lemonade Moscato. I think that might have my name on it.
Well, we've got one chilling in the back because there was two.
Oh, look at this little guy.
And this little gnome. And you know what? They don't know this, but Penny loves gnomes. And Penny,
I kind of collect gnomes.
She kind of collects them. And look at how good he looks with your outfit. Oh my gosh. That's
my new
perfect.
friend.
Oh my gosh. So anyhow, and it even has some plastic lemons and lemon Kit Kats. Did you know? And they brought lemon Oreos, and it was just really nice. We sure enjoyed having them here. It was really sweet.
They look like they were having fun.
They had a great time. They always do. And Ruth is watching right now. And Ruth, I want you to know, I'll show my shirt here. Can you see it, Penny?
Yep.
Well, I got this shirt, and I ordered it online at Amazon. It's an extra large, and I went to put it on, and in Ruth's words, it looked like saran wrap. You know, I was wrapped in saran wrap. And so I figured I went and I got it, asked for a refund, and I was going to send it back. And Ruth, thank you for your tip about, she said to put it in fabric softener and water and then stretch it over a chair or something. And I didn't have any fabric softener, but I did have water and I did stretch it. And yeah, and I can wear it. So Ruth, thank you. You saved my shirt and I got another lemon shirt. Let's see, what else have we got going on here?
Got a sale.
Oh, they said twins, Penny and her buddy. That's so funny. We do have a sale going on. We have through Sunday, our zipper storage bags are $1.29. They're normally $1.99. We've got kind of a big sloppy pile of them here, but they come in lots of colors and they are super duper handy and for crafting and just for life in general. And there they are. And Penny, this was the big news yesterday.
I saw
Penny
that.
Wasn't here, but the Uncharted
we watched
Marinere.
it on Saturday.
Oh, did you watch the video?
At the counter.
Oh yeah, good. Oh, you
We
worked
had it on,
Saturday.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Tim did a good job, and I'm so happy that he keeps putting out these beautiful colors. And this one, I think, is a winner. And it's just in time for 4th of July and summer and water. And we've got a couple of the enamel collector pins if you're a collector. And so this is in stock, it's online, and it's all here now. And like, I'm just gonna say it again, thank you, Tim. We're so glad that you are making the colors and all the cool product that you're providing for
He had a
stores
shout out
like
to us too.
He did, he said memory bound. He did say the word memory bound. So we also have some new paper from Reminisce over here in this basket, and we're gonna show that. And then Penny is gonna do some coloring, and she's got some really cool cards that are, of course, lemon themed.
We have Seattle.
So this is a whole stack of paper that came in yesterday.
Shiprock. I'm guessing that's in the West. Are you getting a glare?
If I stand over here, I don't have a glare.
Florida.
We know that one's Florida.
Yep.
That's easy to figure out.
And the Las Vegas Eiffel Tower. And the water show. I love
Okay,
those.
hold that one up straight. We can't see that. Oh, at the Bellagio.
Yep. And then while you're at the Bellagio.
Yep. That's a nice stack of chips there.
Yeah.
Teresa's order is arriving today, so I'm really happy about that.
Oh, what's her in her order?
I don't know what she's getting, but it's arriving today.
The Great Smoky Mountains in fall. That's beautiful.
That is really nice.
And then Grand Canyon. Wow, look at that sunset.
And these are all two-sided papers. They're
Oh,
you can see the back.
Oh,
the backs.
some of them had cardboard on the back.
Penny, they love your shirt.
There's the back
That's a nice
of
one.
the Great Smoky Mountains. Here's the back of the chips.
You're going to find these in their themes. So if
The rest
you
have cardboard.
go to like Nevada, and then you'll find that paper for Las Vegas.
Yosemite. A
Nice.
or
ooh,
B.
Nice
Oh,
waterfall.
B.
And you could probably use that for any waterfall pictures.
Yep. Zion with cardboard. Open road. Bicycling.
Good for bicycling. I like that. Reminisce is kind of known for their theme paper.
Worlds of Adventure. Dragons and Wizards. I see a lot of boy.
And the other cool
teens.
thing about Reminisce is when you support Reminisce, you're supporting a local company, and they are right here in Iowa. So we especially are fond of our Reminisce friends.
Backpacking. Take a hike.
That's
line.
what our daughter and her family did in Colorado last year. So I'm going to have to pick some of that up.
Second grade.
Those are the cut apart papers, and we do have all the grades. I think we were just out of second grade,
Yep.
so we've got it back in now.
Barnwood Beauty. Number 6.
That's a beautiful sunset, and we have had some sunsets like that.
We have. Fishing Paradise.
Nice little dock.
Yep.
You probably don't have to be fishing to use that.
No. A day at the lake. That's what I see.
Yeah.
Dog silhouettes.
Makes sense. That name makes sense.
Yep. And then, of course, puppy love. Who doesn't love their puppies?
This
Bone tired.
This was the new Unleashed collection, and we got it back in stock.
Reminisce.
So it was a really good one that sold out
And then
quickly.
don't forget our other furry friends, the cat silhouettes. And then Go Fish. That's cute.
Perfect for your little kitties.
Yes.
All right, so that's our new paper from Reminisce. We've got our quotes. We showed the new Uncharted Mariner. I have trouble with that. I want to say marinara.
Yeah. Well,
And
because we
showed our gift basket from our friends from Eastern Iowa. We showed the zipper pouches. Penny, we are ready. We are ready to rock and roll with your coloring. And look at all of these lemons. So where do you want to start?
Well, we'll take pictures after the video, and you can look at all the color combinations, because that's how I start. I look at combinations, I look at how I'm going to do something, and so then I kind of find my favorites, and because you'll see blue mason jars and you'll see, clear glass, but you can't have clear glass. You still have to color it a bit. So it was just kind of an experiment. It was lots of fun.
And Penny's using the stamp set from Avery Elle. And Penny, what is it called?
Be Zesty.
Penny, that is perfect for you. Oh my gosh, it's perfect.
Zesty.
And it's nice because it's got little phrases, and it's got your larger images, and it's got some little flowers and leaves that you can add in here and there, maybe even on your envelope. And then it does have a die set if you're interested in getting the die set.
And it stamps really well, it cuts really well, and it's the little things that really make this complete. When I was making this card, I did use the simple plaid from the Sizzix, and I stuck that up here.
That's the Tim Holtz die.
So that is just really versatile. Teresa's used it several times. I really like it. I've used it with the other flowers. But I liked adding the leaves.
Penny, that was the first thing I noticed.
Touch.
That is really cute.
Treated it like a lattice, so I just hung one from the top, one to the side. I did research the flowers of lemon plants, and they are white. So you'll just see a
here's our
little streak.
homeschool. We have not had homeschool for a long time, Penny, so thank you very much. Now, Penny's using Copic markers. I don't know if we even mentioned that. She's colored with Copic markers. You could use watercolor and other things. Today we're going to show you some of the Copic colors that work really well with these stamps. Okay, so should we show all the cards? And then
Yep. And then on this one, I used part of the postage stamp die set from Hero Arts, and
that's a good one too.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites now, because you're going to see that in the next one, I used it as a frame. So I put two of them together.
That's really smart, Penny.
And I made a frame, made a very simple card, and I just put my little mug of lemonade and lemon with a flower that just seemed to top it off, and then I put a little flower up by the sentiment, popped it up, popped this, and yes, Kelly, that's colored.
Oh, I always think it's cardstock, but Penny colors even. So did you color this
I did.
Also? Yeah,
I did.
That was a wow for me when you were here the last time, Penny. I would never have thought to color my little phrases like you do.
So I put two of them together, cut them out. I used what I call the frame, and then I wanted to show you the negative. So here's what was left above the frame and below the frame, and then I just stuck a nice little light green under there and did the same format of hanging and
So you used
climbing.
Everything. You used all the pieces.
I did.
And that die comes with 8 different sizes of dies. It's $24.99, and it even has the little tiny ones if you want to do like a postage stamp type of thing. And we've shown it quite a bit. It is a popular one here with our staff. So in Penny, but I don't think anyone's used it like you have. I think you're an original.
And then I had to kind of, go off grid a little bit and try something different. So I did a card that opens this way. and left the side.
Oh, okay. Do that again.
So I opened
I wasn't
it.
watching. Oh, cute.
So you would still have something on the back with your sentiment. And I decided, since this was the back of the card, maybe I would just do the grid ribbon. Yes, it's colored, and just end it at the lemons. So
That's
you just
really
get a
neat.
little hint.
I like your bowl of lemons. I think that's really neat.
Okay, so the bowl came from the last stamp set that I used, the Farm Fresh Flowers, and this is the bowl. So, and then I used the die cut. So again, and I didn't show that when I was...
Wait a minute. That doesn't look like that.
Well,
did you cut it down?
I cut the top part off.
Oh, okay, clever.
I cut this part off.
Okay.
And then I outlined the rim, and then I cut it so that I could tuck the lemons in it.
Clever. Very clever, Penny.
So, yeah, you'll see. This is what it was first, and then when I cut it,
So
then
that's a whole new way of looking at your dies and your stamps.
That. And then I slid it. I hope they can see that.
Carol says that the smell of the lemon blossoms is really beautiful.
Oh, I bet.
So, and Janet says she wishes we had a scratch and sniff. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah. So that's my bowl. So that's just a little picnic table with the lemons and the lemonade, and
that's really cute, Penny. Very, very clever. It's kind of like you did your hamburger and your French fries.
I know. Now I've got my lemonade to go with it.
Now she's got her picnic in her bowl of lemons.
Yeah. So I thought I would share just some coloring.
Look at all these pieces.
Oh
my gosh, I love it.
So I'm going to just start real quick with the flower because it's just super easy. I'm using T1, and that stands for the toner gray. And all I did was put a line down through the middle of the petal.
So this is going to be good because it's showing us how to color white. I mean, really, it's kind of what you're coloring.
That's all I did.
Wait, that's all you did?
That's all I did, was to go down through the middle.
Okay, so let me show it over here. So like this would be an example, Penny?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, because it looks amazing.
And then any darker, like your Y38, and you don't have to be exact. Just put some little color in there because the round parts sometimes are a little darker than others. You just want to give it a hint that there's some little pollen things in there.
Pollen things?
Yeah, pollen things.
I thought we were doing really good because you researched the color of the lemon bloom, and now we're on pollen things. So we might have taken a turn
for the worse.
So you're using YG17 now.
Yep, I'm using YG17, and that's the darker of the combo. And all I'm going to do is do that line in the middle of the flower, and then I'm going to go down to YG13, and I'm just going to blend it out a little bit.
Oh my gosh, Penny, that's...
So it's really slick. Now, could you do it with one color? Absolutely. Take a flower. You can use your green. Do it 2 or 3 times down the center. Do a quick brush around. Go down the center again. And you can do that with that one color. And then just your quick flick with your T1.
Oh my gosh.
Then I'm just going to use a different one. This is the Y17, and the lids don't have the numbers on them, but it's Y17.
So any kind of an orange or
orange or yellow,
yellowy
or
orange.
Yeah.
And there you got 2 flowers. Those are colored pretty quick.
Yeah.
Pretty darn quick.
So that was kind of fun.
And here they are over here, and looks like is this the same? This might be a little bit different green, but
yeah, there's a couple different.
Here we go.
1-3 and 1-7 is this one up here with a little bit more detail, and I'll use those same colors on a larger image. So we'll do the several leaves and the one lemon. And we'll start with the leaves since that's where we took off. And we will go ahead and go back to that YG17. And I'm going to start with the darkest. And all I'm going to do is trace over the leaves. It's not a very big area, so I'm just going to go ahead and do all 4 leaves. Then I'm going to go to my Y13. And I'm just going to color it out.
They're asking about the product that you're coloring on, and she's using the Make Art station from Wendy Vecchi. It's super handy because of the magnets, and the magnets are nice because, oh look, she just moved a magnet to hold her flower down. They're really strong, but it's not like the Misty where they're hard to pull off sometimes and they're not going to break. And Janet sent a link. It's also really good for stenciling. I haven't used it for coloring, Penny, but I have used it for stenciling, and it works really well. So it's the Make Art station. Make Art is kind of Wendy's tagline.
I also use the Hammermill 100-pound cardstock.
Oh, and she's using the heavy paper. And we do have the Hammermill 100-pound paper that's perfect for Copic markers.
All right.
That looks great, Penny.
I'm going to add a little bit of veins to this.
Next Monday. It's going to go for a couple, probably 3 weeks. But she's making up cards, sample cards with everything. So,
Looks really good. Isn't it fun just to sit and watch somebody color?
All right, so those are our leaves.
And just to review the 2 colors that you use, Penny.
YG13 and YG17.
Okay.
All right, then we're just going to do that quick flower again.
And that was the
down the
T1.
middle, down the middle. And then we're going to grab the Y17. I didn't even try to be exact. Doesn't pay. All right, so now we're ready to do the lemon. And I found that probably my
And you've got lots of combinations here.
Yes, I do.
She even has one that's a little green.
Yeah. That was fun. I think my favorite is starting with the Y11 and giving it one quick cover up. So there, you got a lemon. But, you know, I can't stop there. So,
It's hard to stop, isn't it, Penny?
unless your microphone
Just a second, I lost everything.
flies.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
I'm going to use the Y18 and I'm just going to go over the dots of the lemon. Then I'm going to backtrack to Y15 and I'm going to give this whole little area a little blending. And then I'm going to go up to Y13 and blend it farther.
Penny, you make it look easy.
And then I'm going to go back to where I started with the Y11 and I'm going to go into the color. Okay, now that was kind of fast, so let's back up and do another one. Okay,
Okay.
so Y11, the whole thing covered, and this time you get the benefit of 2. All right, so we covered it. The darkest Y18 on the dots. Again, this is just my interpretation of the stamp set. I think you could easily turn these into lines.
Oh, sure.
You could go out just a little bit with the color of Y15. 5.
And I think lemons are something, it's a pretty simple shape that you could probably combine lots of different yellows, which Penny did.
Yes.
She did a lot of experimenting, and Penny, thank you for doing that. We are going to post pictures of all of those cards with her color numbers written on them.
And then I went back to Y13, and then I'm going to go back to my Y11 and go from the other edge into the rest of the lemon.
Peggy says she'll see you soon. Is she
Yes,
coming
will.
for a visit?
She is, and I may need
Oh.
to get a day off work.
All right.
We need to play. So there's the lemons. There's the
Oh
lemon
my gosh,
with the
that looks
flower.
amazing.
And just because we're going to do a card real quick,
You're going to finish it out.
we are going to finish it out because I'm going to show you how to use your dies
Oh, yeah, the postage stamp
to
die?
do the postage stamp frame, just in case
I think that would be good.
that.
So Penny's
intrigue
using the
you.
Be Zesty stamp set from Avery Elle. And this is new, it's just been out recently, but when we knew we were doing Lemon Week and we saw that Avery Elle had released this stamp, we were just hoping for something like this that Penny could color. So it's really, really cute. It's got the sayings. Wish I could give you a
Squeeze.
squeeze. You're simply the zest. When life gives you lemons, make something sweet.
And spike it.
Yeah, there's the and spike it. And it does have a die with it also if you're interested in having a die set, and the die is $22.99.
It was a lot of fun, and it just
They're just so
adds-
pretty.
It just adds so much.
And I think, Penny, this could be used on a scrapbook layout. I could see these
Yes.
groups of lemons, like maybe along kind of frames or along the border or the top of
Yes.
your page.
I was going to do that and then just kind of got a little tired.
Ran out
last
of
night.
time.
Yeah. Okay. So I just did another one of those simple plaids.
So
And
you've already
so
cut out the simple plaid and you
cut the
put it on
simple
your
plaid,
card.
and then I
Oh, I
glued
like it
around
on the
the
dark.
edge. And then I thought I would just show you what it looks like. I just tucked them in there, and then I would go back and add some glue, and then you can just add your sentiment.
Might have to tilt something.
Yep.
The simple plaid just makes a nice,
I call it a
Background.
lattice because I
Yeah.
don't know, because I think flowers can climb on it easily, but yeah, I do
Penny,
like
that
the
looks
dark.
really cute. Yeah, the lemons look really good against that. And Val had an idea that you could take the lemons and make like a bunting, like across the top of your page, a little banner with them.
Oh,
I think that'd be really neat.
yeah.
Now here she's done it on the lighter wood grain, and now she's got it on the darker wood grain.
So you can just kind of see. But
Very
then,
cool.
if you were to add an extra flower, just, falling down from the lattice, and Janet would say,
That does
"Do it
add a
in
lot."
threes.
Just put this back.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
White grid ribbon.
We have an intermission. Just in the white
Yes.
grid ribbon. White
Grid
ribbon.
ribbon.
The white grid ribbon is back in stock, and you can buy it by the roll. It's 25 yards. I think, is it $10.49? $10.49 for 25 yards. We sold out of it again, so we ordered a whole bunch.
Yes.
And that's what Penny used here, and she colored it yellow with her Copic markers. And you can color it with your inks, your markers, make it any color you want, make it so it matches your project. So Diane just brought those in. She just checked them in, and they arrived, and I think we ordered like 50 rolls, Penny. We don't want to run out again.
Well, I tell you, when you're coloring or when you're doing something that it's just like, it doesn't quite go, then grab your Copics and
Yeah, color it.
So, one of the very first videos I did, I showed you just coloring the whole background. So I thought, oh, let's go back to coloring the whole background. And you can see there's lots of sketch marks in here, which I liked, but B, it was also my reminder that my marker was getting dry. So I did make sure I filled it before I came this morning.
That's good. That's good.
All right, so what I did was I took the two next to the largest one. So the
two that are missing from here
and the third
are over here on Penny's paper.
And I eyeballed it.
With some yellow craft tape from Spellbinders, it looks like.
Yep. So I eyeballed it. I kind of centered it with my eyes. I don't use a ruler. And so that to me looked pretty good. So I tape it down and then I just run it through the big shot, or the switch.
Our switches are in stock, and
I love
just to let everyone know, if you're
switch.
considering a switch, there was another price increase. So they're going to be going up in price. So if you're thinking about it pretty seriously, you might want to make the move and get yourself a switch. So Penny, Val said she would probably even take this card here and maybe put a little glue and some glitter on the lemons.
Oh yeah,
that would be really good. Or some Maggie used the frosted crystal from Tim
Yep.
Holtz embossing powder. Oh, she's closing up all her markers.
Okay, so even though it doesn't stick, and I said this yesterday to a group of friends, I said even though it doesn't stick, I'm very careful when I take it off.
Well, especially when you've colored and stuff. And you want to use all the pieces.
Yep. So there's that one.
Oh, and it was suggested to use Wink of Stella. And Jean, we do have the cutting pads for the switch. So if you need a set of those, you can check. Janet might be able to post them here, or you can search on Switch on our online store, or give us a call. Give us a call. We'd love to help you.
So I had trimmed this piece of paper.
Is that an A2, Penny, or is it?
I thought somebody was trying to get our attention. It is an A2 size, and so you can use that as a frame, and then if you want to use this as your insert, then again you would have your lemons.
I like how you colored a set of lemons, and then you can kind of do a diagram to show us what we can do with it.
Yeah, I thought that would work out well. And then I would probably use the other sentiment. You're simply the zest.
And put it right in there.
And put it right in here. And probably just stamp
right on it. You could stamp it right on there.
Yep.
Oh, that's so cute.
And
then
we
you've got
also
that
have
piece.
this piece. And this piece is the outside of the frame. Or the frame that I call.
And that's what she did on this card here.
Yep.
She used the outside, and then here's her other two pieces. You must have colored this after you cut it.
I did.
And this time she colored it all together. We are going to have lots of great pictures to show people today.
The only thing we haven't done is the jar to put on our little frame down here.
Oh, let's color a jar. And Wendy Jean suggested the Posca pen also. You could put a few little Posca pen dots and highlights.
I did want to show this. I actually took an A2 card base, and it fits just right
with
on your platform.
Not the largest, but the two next ones.
Two, and I put them down
my gosh.
so that you actually have the card base now that you could do something else with.
You could put paper behind it,
Yep.
or you could do a shaker.
Yep.
Yeah,
so
that's
then
really
you
neat.
have 3 pieces. So something else with
you
that
have
die.
shown us a lot of things to do with the Hero Arts postage stamp die, and that die was $24.99, and it's got 8 dies, including little postage stamps up to bigger than an A2 size, because the larger one would be too big for an A2 size. You'd have to use a bigger project with it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, we're going to do a lemon.
We're going to
I
do a
love
jar,
this.
and we're going to start with N0. This is the neutral gray. You could do the whole thing with one color, but I just like to add one more layer. I'm just going all the way across the whole card minus the gap in the handle.
Now notice that Penny, I want to comment on this, Penny, that has her item on top of a piece of paper. You should always color with paper underneath your image because the markers soak through, and I think that helps them. Kind of pulls the color through. You want the back of your items to look inky. And I lost here we go. So you'll see the color does soak through. It goes straight down through.
All right, so I've colored it. I've kind of colored it at an arc because glass is round. And then I'm just going to go up to my N1 and I'm going to add a little bit on the lines that the artist has given us already.
So we don't have to think.
Around the lip and then over on this edge where the straw is, like a little shadow. And then I'm going to go just over the line of the beverage where the lemonade would start to give it that look of maybe being in a glass.
I like that, Penny.
And then I'm just going to do a little bit around the handle.
We appreciate you figuring this all out for us.
And then I'm just going to kind of blend it in. Again, I'm going to go back over that liquid with my lighter one, blend it out a little bit on the other side, because, you know, the glass goes all the way around. It doesn't stop here just so we can see the liquid. All right, so the glass is done.
So you got a lighter gray where the liquid is, and it's darker around the outside and along the lines.
Yep, and I used N0 and N1. Then I'm going to use a different group of the Ys. I'm going to start with the Y00. And I'm going to color all of the lemonade just to get some yellow on the page. I'm going over the straw because there would be lemonade around the straw in front of it,
very
behind
true.
it. So that's my Y00, very pale. Then I'm going to go no, I'm not. I'm going to go up to my Y06.
There's a bit of a difference there.
I'm going to do around the top and the edges, around the bottom, because that's where all the sugar would end up.
Penny, it looks good already.
And then Y04 is next. Going to go a little bit farther, but not quite to the middle. Come back with my 02, and I'm going to go all the way over.
And 02 is a pretty light color. It's your second to the lightest color, it looks like.
And my Y00, just to kind of fill it in.
You know,
right.
Penny, our friends from Cedar Rapids left us a jug of lemonade in the refrigerator.
Ooh.
So we might have to check that out today.
We might have to. Y06 I'm going to use for the rind.
TJ says you make it look easy, Penny. I think that's a compliment.
Y02, well, thank you. I'm going to use that Y02. I use the 6 for the rind and the 2 for the lemon. And I think that is a beautiful lemon. Kelly, what color of a straw would you like today?
Well, what have you got in your pack of markers?
I have a few choices.
You brought a few?
Yeah. Red, green, blue.
What about, are you making it striped?
Yep.
What about green and pink? Is that a possibility? Will that show?
Always. All right, so I'm going to use...
I'll show her show 'em this straw here. This is pretty cool too, the two colors of green.
There is a green that I think would go well with that
Ooh,
pink.
that's going to be bright and fun. I love that.
So my RV04, to me it's kind of a fluorescent pink.
It does look fluorescent, but I wouldn't have guessed it to be.
And so right down over the yellow will kind of mix a little bit with it. It does change it a bit.
I didn't know I'd have to be making decisions like that, Penny, or I could have been thinking about it. Could have thought ahead.
That's okay. I like your choices. And I'm just coloring in. I'm not worrying about any shadows. I'm just coloring.
Is that because it's a smaller space?
It is
so
a very
it's
small
just not
space. I
really-
mean, I could go back and, outline the edges, but
probably
Nah.
doesn't need it.
nope.
That is a cool glass of lemonade.
So we can put that on our frame that we colored.
Oh, Penny, that's so cute.
We can add a flower.
Earlier, Penny, Michelle was saying that her
go.
husband has a lemon tree, and
Oh
she's
my
an Iowa
gosh.
person, but he's from California, and that's his project, and it has grown.
Oh.
And we have people that say you are so good at coloring and good at explaining it. You make it look easy. And then evidently that's North High Colors from here in the Des Moines area.
Oh.
Oh, and she
So-
added a little flower.
Just a little flower at the top. You could add a lemon down below. But just have a lot of fun with it.
It is fun. Penny, I'm so happy that Avery Elle came out with this stamp set because
I am too. It's very
we
nice.
were waiting, weren't we?
Yep.
For something to come out with lemons so that we can utilize Penny's skills. And I think we did.
Yep.
I think I'm going to pat myself on the back, Penny.
did very well.
Because you did a great job. And Avery Elle, I guess we need to appreciate that they were thinking like we were with lemons. And Susan says that lemons scream summer. And that is true. And they're happy. I think lemons are happy.
Yes.
And I love, Penny, how you showed us, you brought your backgrounds and then you moved the lemons around that you colored and showed us different ways to set them up on the card. Melinda says she enjoyed the coloring lesson.
Good.
And so our Copic friends, you've got the colors. We'll post pictures because Penny did 5 different coloring cards of this. And if you're a Copic person, you know that you're going to do that because you're going to experiment. She's got the colors written down so you know exactly what they are. So you can see what you have at home and give it a try. And Penny, thank you. I think that was
Absolutely.
amazing. That was super cool. So we had Penny today with her coloring, the beautiful cards from the Avery Elle stamp. We showed you our basket that we got from our friends that were here yesterday, and we sure appreciate that. We also told you about the special we're having on the zipper storage bags. And if you have any of these, you know how amazing they are. So you can go online and order it. You can give us a call. And then we also showed you the Uncharted Mariner. And I said it correctly.
Yay!
I think Tim needs to come out with a marinara color, though. That would be great for us spaghetti-loving people. So we've got that in stock, and it's online or come into the store. And tomorrow, I think Maggie's here tomorrow. Here's the lineup. Maggie's here tomorrow, and she's got a banner that she's using at Grandma Camp, and then she's got a really neat card technique.
Ooh.
And then Thursday, Val is here. Val is here on summer break. So Val is coming in, and she makes all kinds of cards. And she has a card that sits up. It might be called a box card. I'm not sure of the professional name. And then Friday is still open a little bit. We think we know what we're doing. I think we're going to have a lemon review.
Good job.
Kind of I'm trying to think of what they call that on musicals. They're called reviews, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see. Carmen says, what's the best way to use ink pads to color these images? I think what you could do is you could watercolor them with your ink pads. So if you took your ink pads and you smooshed it on a clear acrylic block or a crafting mat and then added a little water, or take a water brush and you could color them with watercolors also.
Oh.
I think that would work I think they lend themselves really well to that. All right, and Janet just posted the products that Penny used. So Penny, thanks
Great.
again. Everyone have a zesty day, and we'll be back tomorrow.
All right, thanks.